The host for tonight's event, guys, is the Director of Operations. His name is Myron Fletcher. He's not only a mentor of mine and a good friend, a co-worker, he's all of that. And so, everybody put their hands together for Mr. Myron Fletcher. Good evening. Yeah, the stage is a little bit. You all having a good time? Good, good. Was the food all right? Everything was good. All right. We appreciate you all for coming out. I would like to first say that I am extremely proud of the individuals who will be receiving these awards here. There are several things that they had to go through in order to even be nominated for an award such as what they're going to get tonight. But before I get to them, I would like to talk about the people who nurtured them, and it's you parents. In all its essence, this Junior National Elite Award Banquet would not be in existence if it were not for you parents. Because this event is only an outward expression of what you have done at home. And for that, I applaud you. Now, they asked me to come and play host, but I'm the communications director, and I know what I sent to you, and I know who you were expecting. I'm not 6'2", I'm not dark, I don't weigh 255 pounds. My name is not Reenie Knott, as you can imagine. He had the daunting task of taking a haughty journey to Atlanta to be a part of this ridiculously boring event called the Southeastern Conference Championships. He's down there being bored to death. He's being tortured to have an all expense paid to cover the Southeastern Conference Championship. So, it falls on me. So I'm going to be your host tonight. Is that all right? All right. I appreciate it. We appreciate all of you coming and just to be a part of this. Sterling, Finney, and I, we started one evening in an IHOP with probably 2 nickels between us. And over time, a lot of grinding, a lot of effort with our good buddy, he's a director of football operations, Brandon Gregory. Over months of hard work and dedication and cooperation from you, we have the finished product of what you see today. So I would like to say that I'm proud of those two for sticking through the hard times, the doubtful times, the late nights, burning that midnight oil. See, we all have degrees, so we know what burning that midnight oil is like if you're going to achieve the goal that you set out for yourself. There's no shortcuts, and we've learned that. It's the right way or no way. And so what you see now is what the result of all the hard work. So we're not going to prolong this any longer. You came here for a reason. And that reason is everything you see behind us. So we're going to, right now, I'm going to ask that the director of football operations for STL Football, you, Brandon Gregory, the CEO of STL Football, you, Sterling Finney, come forward. They are going to present the Player of the Week. I'll go right here, man. We all never had this many mics in my face. So right now we've got the STL football, or the Gold's Gym STL Football Player of the Week. Now, these are weekly performances that took place throughout the season. And these individuals were outstanding for their particular weeks. And I really don't believe that a lot of these weeks were even close. Some of these statistics were astronomical, were mind-blowing. We had to get verification on a few of these, because some of them were NFL-type numbers. So we are extremely proud of the hard work that these guys have put in, because that just shows the dedication that they have in the summertime, paying that price to make sure that their name would have been mentioned. And week one, I mean, this is ridiculous here. This guy, Armand Keeley, had 16 carries for 262 yards. That is 16.4 yards every time he touched the ball. That's crazy. He had 3 receptions, 34 yards. That's 11.3 yards every time he touched the ball. He had 296 total yards, and he had 2 solo tackles and 6 assists. If they didn't carry him off the field, something is completely wrong. Can you put your hands together for Armand Keeley as he comes forward? Week 2 was another ridiculous performance from Pattonville High School. He was 31 completions on 39 attempts for 406 yards and 3 touchdowns, which is ridiculous. That's just crazy. Lamar Wilkes, is he here? He is being represented by his coach, Corey Lewis. Performances like that have to have a coach and know what he's doing. Week 3, from Washington High School, 12 carries, 336 yards, and 4 touchdowns. This is the one we had to verify. This is astronomical. 336 yards was a new single game school record from Washington High School in his absence. Kyle Summers, it was week 3, Player of the Week. He's not here. And we understand it. The weather was really bad out there and he couldn't make it. Week 4, another astronomical statistic. 5 total touchdowns, 4 passing, 1 rushing, 280 yards in the air from Hazelwood Central High School, Mike Glass. Put your hands together. You know the scary part about this guy is that he has 1 more year. Week 5, from Trinity High School. 6 total touchdowns, 3 rushing, 1 passing, 1 receiving. He had an interception return. He had over 300 total yards.
Oh, that's crazy.
Out of Trinity High School, Corey Patterson. Give him a hand. Week 6, out of Vianney High School, 41 carries, 541 yards, 7 touchdowns. He set the Missouri single game rushing record. Wow. Markel Smith. But he wasn't alone that week. From Hazelwood East. Right. 6 returns for 332 yards and 3 touchdowns. 13 rushing for 174 and 2 touchdowns, 3 catches for 32 yards, 538 all-purpose yards, 5 total touchdowns. I ain't got to call it down. He already knew. Give it up for Jimmy Jones. That's crazy. Yeah. So they were co-winners in week 6. Week 7, out of Ridner High School, 25 rushes, 283 yards, 3 touchdowns. He passed for 14 completions out of 25 attempts for 179 yards and a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Devin Alexander. Every time I read these stats, oh man, we're gonna have to check a few of these out again. Week 8, out of Duchesne, this kid had 29 carries for 332 yards, 5 touchdowns, and he had 1 2-point conversion. He had 2 receptions for 46 yards, 9 tackles, and 4 assists. Trevor Corver. And out of the SMEC, 19 rushes for 242 yards and a state record of 8 touchdowns in the first half. In the first half. He came up, but I wasn't finished comprehending in the first half. Give it up for Marcus Justin. Outstanding athletes. Give them a round of applause. They are the epitome of hard work and dedication.